and welcome to Zee TV. Today we're going to be talking about Andrew's Helpful Hands, which is a nonprofit organization that is started in Hudson. It started in memory and honor of my son, Andrew Swenson. Andrew was originally only 2 years old when he was diagnosed with leukemia. Unfortunately, he had relapsed several occasions, and we ended up having to go to bone marrow transplant. What we do is basically something that only us do for the United States, which is we pay mortgage payments or rent payments for a whole 12 months or up to 12 months. The whole bone marrow transplant process actually takes anywhere between 8 to 12 months, depending on what type of bone marrow transplant that the child is about to receive. If they receive an allogenous bone marrow transplant, that means that it was an unrelated donor or a related donor but not their own cells. Usually when you do a transplant that is unrelated or related donor but not your own cells, transplant usually takes about 12 months. The reason is that the kids no longer have an immune system, and they need to have their immune system completely be rebuilt, and when they're going through the process, they basically have gotten rid of all of their blood, their marrow, which therefore we need a bone marrow transplant. And when they have the new donor's marrow, that's what's helping them to get new life. If you have an autogenous bone marrow transplant, that means that it was donated by your own cells. And in that case, usually because your body's already used to most of the cells, it doesn't have as much rejection, and the transplant itself doesn't last as long. So most of the auto kids end up back on track and back into public within 6 to 8 months, whereas the allo kids end up getting back in within 8 to 12 months. But what we do is we do fundraising throughout the whole year. We always do fun events. And one of the things that we're very proud of, and this show is going to be about, is our volunteers. We have amazing volunteers. A lot of them are from, all different ages. We have young kids as young as, 4, 5, 6 years old who will do, make little crafts for us so that we can sell and raise money that way. We have teenagers, which I absolutely love, and you're going to get to meet a bunch of them today. And then we have other people who help us because they know someone who's had cancer or has had leukemia, or they know a child, they know a family. It doesn't necessarily need to be a child, but they want to help out, and they know that we're an organization that we're a 501c3, and we're a nonprofit, and we're a true nonprofit, whereas we don't have overhead, we don't have a big building. All of the meetings, as you'll hear from some of my kids, are in my kitchen and in my dining room and in my living room, and our merchandise, items like that, everything's stored within our house. So basically, when you're donating to our organization, you know that you are helping what our cause is, and that is keeping families in their homes and letting these families focus 100% on what's important. And as we all know, that is our children. So thank you. I hope you stick around with us, and I would like to introduce to you some of my volunteers. And right now, I would like to introduce, we have Louisa and Lexi and David. So how are you guys?
Good, thanks.
Pretty good.
Excellent. Yeah. Thank you for coming on today. So one of the things I wanted to let other people know is how we have teenagers, which I absolutely love, as you guys all know because you've been with us. Kids helping kids is usually like my heart. I just love that. So I was just wondering, I'm going to ask you guys, I'll start with you, Louisa, because you've been with us for a little while. And you're unique. You actually didn't come through the school system. So why don't you tell us how you met us and why you're joining?
Right, well, it was during the summer, and I was outside with my sister, and we were walking our dog in the park, and Zee's brother was there walking their dog. And he just started talking to us about the organization and how much fun it was, and he told us what they do. And he said, we have an event coming up, we're doing a rodeo, would you like to come?
That was so fun, wasn't it?
And we're like, okay, sure. And then we went to the rodeo. And then after that, we started coming to meetings, and we enjoyed it so much. It was so much fun, so we decided to stick with it.
Nice, stick with it. And let me tell you, they Louisa and her sister Diana like had never noticed, and this was the first event that we did that was a rodeo here in Hudson at the Elks. Actually, no, you guys did the one in Brockton with us. Yep. And they were fabulous because there were a lot of people there, and they learned new skills quickly, so I appreciate all that. So Lexi, tell me, why did you start?
I started with Andrews because a lot of my friends are in it, a lot of my friends are involved with it, and they kept telling me, and they came back and they told me all these great stories about it. So I'm like, hey, that sounds fun. So when the CAP fair came up through school and I was able to sign up, I did.
Excellent. Yeah, thank you. I'm so glad you guys are with us. David, you're here standing for all the men. We need you to tell them how cool it is.
Well, it is pretty cool because, to be honest here, whenever I go to all the meetings, the room's full of girls, so well, why wouldn't you want to go? But the reason I actually came here to the Andrews meeting, Helpful Hands, was because my stepdad's mom, she had leukemia and she died. So I was like, I really want to help someone with leukemia now. So yes, then I learned about their organization, half because of my friends and half because of the CAP organization. And because Zee went to the CAP organization to talk about her organization. So I was like, sign me up. So and then I went to the first meeting. I'm like, this is fun. And yeah.
And we haven't harassed you too much.
No, not too much.
So, but no, thank you. Thank you very much. So that's one of the main things that we do, and just having fun. Basically, the only way that you can stay involved with an organization is that your heart is in it and that you're having a good time. Because honestly, if you're not having a good time, you're not going to want to do it. So now, one of the things that you guys have been really successful with is doing different little fundraisers within the school. Louisa, if you want, let me know. You've got something going on right now called the Penny Wars. So you want to explain how that works and what the goal is?
Sure. We're doing Penny Wars. So basically we have a table set up during all 3 lunches, and there's a jar for every grade. And people donate their pennies, their loose change, whatever money they have on them.
Excellent.
And it's a competition between each grade. So at the end, whichever grade raises the most money, whoever donated from that grade gets t-shirts from Andrews Helpful Hands. And the person that donated the most gets a Dunkin' Donuts gift card.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So, and how can they participate? What time can they participate in dropping off change? Is it a specific time, place?
Yeah, we're set up at the front of the cafeteria during all 3 lunches. I think first lunch is at 10:30. Second lunch, you guys,
11:15-ish.
11:15.
11:15-ish, 11:17, I believe.
Okay, and then third lunch, I think
12:03.
12:03. Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
So yeah, and then we're using that money to pay for the gym that we're gonna have. Another activity.
Yeah, and the other activity that we're working on, that you guys are all working on, is...
Do you want to talk about the...
I don't know a lot about it.
Do you know a lot about it?
Dodgeball tournament.
Yeah, we have a dodgeball tournament, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Louisa, you want to keep going?
Sure. So the money that we're raising from Penny Wars is going to go to help rent out the gym.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a dodgeball tournament there. And basically, I think you said 8 people per team, just have a big tournament, sell some candy.
Candy and food, you never can go wrong with
Water.
food.
Water.
So, and water and all that good stuff.
Stay hydrated.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's a tough game. You just got a lot of beating you got to do. So. But that's yet another fun way to get all the kids involved, which I think is great, and it's something fun. So again, you're doing something fun while you're fundraising. So that's just like perfect. So excellent. So a couple of other things that we've done, we have events that are coming up, which are April 28th. It's called the American Girl Fashionable Tea Party, and that's a lot of fun too. And what that is all these kids are helping us out. A lot of them are going to be wait staff, and then we have some kids who are actually going to be dressed up as the American Girl characters. So if you can, let me stay tuned because we're going to have a couple of those kids come on right now and then give you some more information about that. All right? So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Zee TV, and we're going to be continuing talking about our upcoming events and speaking with some of our volunteers, who is the core of our organization. So what we're going to be doing, and I'd like to talk to you about Dragonfly's Boutique. It's a little shop downtown Main Street at 83 Main Street, and it's run by Diane Mulhern. Diane has been a volunteer for quite a few years now. I'm going to say about 5 years now. Her daughter was a freshman here at Hudson High when she first started helping us out with the CAP project back then. And from there, we've grown a wonderful relationship and continued to be friends, and she's continued to help the organization. When Diane opened up her little shop downtown, what she does is she makes clothes for children and their dolls. And she has all kinds of cute little other knick-knack things and gift items. You name it, she's got it. You can't go wrong with that little shop. So make sure you stop by. But one of the things that Diane is doing is with Dragonfly's Boutique and Andrew's Helpful Hands, we're doing a little civil engagement where she's going to be running a American Girl fashionable tea party. And what that is, it's going to be held April 28th at the Hudson Elks. Tickets are pre-sale only, so make sure, and I'll remind you by the end of the show that you've got to get your tickets. But what we're doing is having a fashion show that Diane will be making all the clothes for the young girls and matching clothes for their dollies. Not necessarily American Girl dolls, but any doll that a young girl has. But the benefit is that we're turning this into something fancy and something special. And what we're doing is we have volunteers, again, from Hudson High, who we're thrilled to have. And a few of you have been with us for a while, and some of them are brand new to us. And what these girls are going to be doing is part of the fashion show. We're going to have the young girls come up with their dolls and do the fashion show part. And then we're also going to have our volunteers will be in character. We have several different American Girl characters that are going to be there. I have a few of them with me today. We've got Taylor, who is going to be representing Kit as the American Girl. We have Sammy, who is going to be representing the very cool hippie, Julie. And then we also have Haley, who is going to be representing Lonnie. Very adventurous one, isn't she? So what we want to do is to give you an idea of how the whole event is going to be. It's going to be a very fancy little tea party. We're going to have prizes for whoever has the fanciest hat. And from there, the show will continue. The girls will be coming on stage. After the show, we're going to be having a craft so that the kids will be participating in the tea party portion. We'll be having finger sandwiches and all kinds of cute, adorable little tea party sandwiches, which a lot of our volunteers are the ones who are going to be helping run this. A lot of the staff is going to be, the volunteers are going to be wait staff, and the rest will be participating as the American Girl characters. And from there, they're also going to be doing a craft. So we have like 6 different crafts that the American Girl characters will be helping the children on making, so that when they leave this event, they're going to leave like just so happy because they saw a fashion show, they had a wonderful tea party. I believe there's someone going to be there doing a little bit about etiquette and teaching these ladies exactly how to behave at a tea party. So that will be a lot of fun. And then they'll get to meet, and not only meet, but have autographs of their favorite American Girl character that's there, and they'll be able to interact with the volunteer pretending as the American Girl and end up leaving with their autograph, a craft, and just a wonderful day. The event's going to be from 1 to 4 p.m. We also have to thank Hudson Elks for donating the hall to us, and we also have DJ Steve, who has donated his services, and he's going to be giving us some of the music and entertainment for the catwalk. So it'll be a lot of fun. But let me introduce you I'll start with Taylor. And maybe Taylor, you're a new volunteer.
I am.
So maybe you could tell me why you decided to join, and then tell me a little bit what you're going to be doing in the show.
Well, I decided to volunteer because like a lot of my friends said it was really fun. And my uncle actually had leukemia, twice actually.
Oh, goodness.
He passed away a couple years ago, but he got through the first time after 5 years of having it.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a cool organization, so I just
Excellent.
wanted to join.
Thank you.
And the fashion show, I will be Kit Kittredge, and she's a very like writer, like, you know, has her own newspaper, likes to hang out with her friends type of girl.
Nice.
She actually went through the Great Depression, so she was in that time range. And something interesting about her is her name's not actually Kit, that's just her nickname.
Oh.
Her name's actually Mildred Margaret.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, it's a writer's on the cover.
Yep. I thought that was cute. And I'm very excited.
Cute. Oh, awesome. Thank you. And Sammy, you're going to be
Hi.
playing. So tell me, Sammy, why you joined too. Because
Well,
you're new.
I've been friends with one of the volunteers for a while, and like we'd go through town-sponsored events together, and every time we'd stop by the Andrews booth, and she would keep telling me how fun it was, and I couldn't wait to join. And so when you came to the school, I thought it was such a great opportunity, and the fact that one of my sister's friends passed away, and like when Heather was in 5th grade, kind of like solidified something that I wanted to definitely do something with cancer.
Yeah.
And this was just such a great opportunity to do it. So yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
And then I'm going to be Julie Albright in the American Girl thing, and she was from the 70s, and what she liked to do was play basketball, but she had to fight for a spot on the team because back then girls didn't play basketball. Yeah.
Very cool. So you'll be bringing that up. So.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool. Now, I have to let everybody know that Sammy has actually just recently volunteered for us for an event that happened in December. And I just wanted to make sure I noted that. Why don't you tell us what your company did? Oh. It's
Oh.
the gold ribbon.
Oh. Oh.
I
I got confused.
That's okay.
So my dance company,
It's called?
it's called Dance On. We performed at their gold ribbon, which is like a big banquet type thing. And so we performed our dances that we were going to be performing at a later recital for them. And it looked like they really enjoyed them.
Yeah, so I got to meet her, which was really kind of cool because when I met her here at the Cap Fair, I swear I knew her because I did actually. And I just know the face, and then that's when we're like, did you just dance for us? And they did. They had danced at the Gold Ribbon Reception, which is another huge fundraiser that we do every December. So it was really nice to see that you helped then, and now you're continuing to help. So I just wanted to point that out and really appreciate Dance On for everything they did for us. So that was awesome. Thank you. So, and now Haley. So Haley has been with us in the past, and I'll let her tell you about it, how long she's been with us. And then she's also going to be participating as one of the American Girls.
So I'm Haley, and I started working with Zee, year and a half ago?
Yep.
Year and a half ago, when it was with the Cap Fair only. Cap Fair was different, and I found this totally inspiring because as a little girl, my doctor actually misdiagnosed me by having leukemia, and so I had to go through the process of figuring out how this all happened and getting blood drawn and doing all that stuff and waking up at 5 in the morning every day. So just meeting Zee and everything was such a great thing that happened to me, and working with them is the best. And I will be Lainey. She's a very outdoorsy girl. She loves wildlife and science facts, and her aunt actually got her into gardening and being outdoors rather than her family.
Cool. I didn't know that either, see? Obviously, I have 2 boys. Yeah, I only had my Andrew and Jonathan, no little chickie poos, so I don't know all the girly stuff. But I'm very excited. So thank you so much, ladies. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Are you guys excited?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And we're hoping that, you know, you'll be able to participate and come to the event, support the event. Again, we're local. We help families in Massachusetts only, but we make sure that families get to focus on what's important, which is their child. So I think we'll be all set, and maybe we'll say bye for now, and we will be back, so make sure you look for us again. All right? Thank you so much for watching us and participating in this fun adventure for my kids. Thank you. Are we ready? We're going to say bye. Thank everyone for listening, and also I wanted to thank all my guests, my volunteers, for participating and being here with us. So I want to make sure that you guys make sure that you can. If you're in the school system, please attend the dodgeball tournament. You'll end up getting more information on that throughout the school. Don't forget the penny wars. You guys gotta get there. Don't let the seniors beat you. They always beat you.
They're not, though.
It's depressing.
The sophomores are winning.
Nice.
And then freshmen are
Seniors, you're losing. So definitely get going on that. And don't forget to also participate with the American Girl Fashionable Tea Party that's coming up April 28th at the Hudson Elks from 1 to 4. So that's it. And we'll be leaving with one of our little favorite songs. And for now, we'll see you soon. Ready?
Oh, jeez.
Ready? We are family.
I got all my sisters in me.
Yeah! We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Thanks, guys. Take care.